welcome back to my channel. It's Dusk if you didn't know, and what we're going to be doing today is going to be the dollar store makeup challenge. I did go to the dollar store recently with my son, and there was just a bunch of makeup there. It's not great, and this is probably not going to look very cute, so I even put on one of my janky cheap ass wigs, you know, instead of one of my nice ones today. And we are just going to go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so at my dollar store we had foundation. This is Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation. This was the lightest shade that they had. I mean, it might not be too bad. However, the concealer that they had is by LA Colors. And this is the lightest shade that they had, which is considerably darker than I am. Then they did have a pressed powder that I can use as a setting powder. It's by LA Colors. This is in the shade Nude. And it came with literally the worst sponge I've ever seen. Look at that. It is waffle thin. It is so tiny. But you know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We did get, let me see, they did have like a bronzer that I'm going to try to use for contour. And then they also had a blush called Peach Rose that looks like it's got like little metallic flakes in it. Both of these are again by LA Colors, but I don't know if you can see that. There's like little shimmery flakes in it. And then when I swatch it, it shows up as almost nothing. Don't have the highest hopes. They did not have a primer, so I have not primed at all. So that should be even more interesting. They also had an eyeshadow palette, again by LA Colors, which my son told me was mostly like neutral colors with like a couple, like, I think he said like purple and pink. So that should be interesting. This is called the Glamorous palette. And they did have something I was kind of excited to try out. It's this little pot, again by LA Colors, of shimmering loose eyeshadow with a brush. So that looks kind of interesting. So I'm kind of excited to try that out. They also had, for eyes, they had a little glitter by Wet n Wild. This is one of their little pressed glitter things. I guess it was Overflow. They do get some Wet n Wild Overflow from the stores. For my eyebrows, they did have a Color Mates brow powder. For eyeliner, they did have a liquid, an LA Colors liquid eyeliner. So I don't know. I really like liquid eyeliner, so hopefully that works. Hopefully that works. They also had a mascara by Color Mates with a curved brush. And they did have Wet n Wild lashes there, which look a little much, and I don't know how those are going to work on me. They had, for lips, they had one lip pencil. Just one, in one shade called Berry Wine, which looks like it's pretty, or no, wine, brandy wine, excuse me, and it looks pretty dark. So I don't know if it's going to match with the lipsticks that they had, which were a Wet n Wild Breeze color, which is, it looks pretty sheer. And then they also had a gloss that I'm actually kind of excited for. It's like a glittery gloss. I'm not sure if you can tell, but that looks like that would be kind of interesting. What else do we have in here? We do have some brushes because they did have some there. Thank goodness. They had a little kabuki brush that I took out of the packet, and I can't remember what brand it is. And they also did have two Wet n Wild brushes, one of which is a contour brush, which I'm likely to use for powder, and one of which is like an eyeshadow brush. And these Wet n Wild brushes are actually pretty good. They're soft. Like, this one is so soft. Like, are you kidding me? All right. So I guess let's just jump in and get started with this mess. All right, so I zoomed you in so that you can see the awfulness up close. Since they didn't have a primer, I have not primed my face at all. I'm gonna zoom you out just a little bit. That was a little much. A little much. Alright. So we'll start out with this Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation. Also, please excuse my neck. It broke out recently due to a choker I was wearing. Yeah. Alright. And considering that I'm allergic to like everything, this should be really interesting. Alright, so we'll just take a little bit of this on the back of our hands. Okay, that's not like horrible. It's not too bad. It's pretty thick, but let's just see. Like, all it really did was take a little bit of the shine off my face. I don't see that it really covered too much. Let's try again. Oh! So we are gonna take some of this. Oh my god. Wow, alright. And we're just gonna put this on a little like tray that I have here. So now we're going to move on to our concealer that's entirely too dark for me, but it was the lightest shade they had. Let's see what happens. Alright, so now that that train wreck is done, we're going to go ahead and try to set it. We're going to use this great big kabuki brush I got, and we're going to roll it in the powder there. I think this might be good for like our light coverage guys and gals. Wow, that is like a lot of fallout. Although, to be fair, I am using this freaking brush that is not actually that soft once you get it on your face. Wow, that's messed up. Okay. So, alright. We're just gonna keep going. We have committed to this, guys. We have committed, and we have to keep going. Next, we'll go ahead and do our little bronzer in here. And we're gonna go ahead and just try to dip in here. All right. Oh my God. That's all we're doing for that. I'm not even gonna try, so let's just on to the blush, which I actually have fairly high hopes for. Watch them be dashed. That's this here. And taking that same little brush, now that we've cleaned it off and the bristles are all messed up, we're just gonna grab some of that and... Okay. That's just gonna have to do. Now we're gonna move on to our brows, and for that we're gonna use our little Color Mates. And let's go with, let me see if I can kind of brush these into place since I didn't get a spoolie at the store. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we will go in, let's try the lighter shade first and see what that does. Oh wow, that's like super hard. Alright. I don't feel like that's doing anything, so we'll go with the darker one. I mean, it's not awful, but it's also not good. Alright, so now we will grab our LA Colors eyeshadow palette. And we are gonna just continue with this train wreck. For this, unfortunately, I am going to be using this little brush thing. So start with this shade here as sort of like an all over, like a transition, I guess. So let's see how that goes. We will go in with the next, well, there's not really much to choose from here, so I guess we'll go in with this shade here. I have no idea what any of these shades are named. Oh wow, that does not want to pick up. Like, at all. Alright. Okay. Alright. And then we're going to go with the absolute darkest shade as I see it here. And we'll put that right in that V. We're going to just go underneath with that, like the middle shade that we were using. To grab, actually no, not moving on yet, because I want to do my brow bone. So we're going to grab our little flat Wet n Wild brush here, and we're going to grab this real light shade right here. We're going to see what happens with that. That is, and then using the other side, I'm just going to put down another light-ish color from here. Okay, so now let's grab this LA Colors right here. Pop that bad boy open, and then it's got like a little brush on the end with like, you just dip it in. Let's see what happens here. Not too bad. I may actually hold on to this. I might take this pot apart though, because this is really weird, like the way it's set up. It's just really strange. We're gonna take our Wet n Wild glitter, and we are just gonna try to pop that on the lid as well. Oh, it kind of comes off weird. Ugh. All right. Sure. LA Colors liquid eyeliner, and we're gonna go ahead and see, well, let me kind of paintbrush style. So let's just see. Okay, that's not like horrible, but let's see how it works on the eyes. Curious if it's gonna transfer to my brow bone if I open my eyes all the way. So I'm actually gonna let that dry a little, and we'll move on to lips. So I'm gonna do anything to my lips today. Exfoliated them last night and used like, you know, like lip balm today, but that was about it. Let's see. Very dry. It doesn't really smell or taste like anything though, so that's a good thing, I guess. Our lipstick in Nude. Probably should have skipped that lip liner though. I should have just left that there. Now we are going to take our LA Colors glittery gloss. We're just going to put that on top, see what happens. Open up these Wet n Wild lashes that come with some Wet n Wild adhesive. And I'll be honest with you, I already know that the Wet n Wild adhesive is crap, so this is gonna suck. Cut this open. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. From either end here and kind of just do one of these to try to get it into, you know, a vague eye shape. Oh God, all right. Okay, that's on there. So let's put the other one on and finish this monstrosity of a video, shall we? Sure. And then we're gonna grab this ColorMates mascara and we're just gonna, God. It's curved like my ex-boyfriend, what the hell? I dip it into the thing, it just does not want to go. I gotta like finagle it to go in right. All right. So that is that. And then the very last thing, the absolute last thing that I picked up at the dollar store is something called the Sassy and Chic Crystal Eye Tattoo. Let's look at that. Let's see what that's all about. So much packaging for this tiny little, like, really? Why would you do that? And then you're gonna place it right here, I guess. Oh my gosh, wow, that's horrible. Okay, it's just got like little like sticky adhesive. What have I done? Now we'll do this one. These are gonna be horrifically uneven. I'm here to steal your man. Really uncomfortable to blink with. But honestly, like the little crystal eye thing, like I guess if I were to put it on, you know, actually evenly, that's something I would do. Okay. And like I said, there's no setting spray, so that is it. That is our completed dollar store look. So let's just pull our hair down here. Okay, so I guess overall, I'm not furious at it. Like, I would not do this every day, obviously, but it's not, you know, I mean, like the fact that there's no coverage to the concealer or foundation, but the foundation itself does not appear to have oxidized at all, which is really nice and really surprising. I was fully expecting this to turn, you know, like a dark color on me, because even expensive foundations oxidize, but this didn't, and the powder actually seems to be, you know, doing its thing. I don't know how it would wear for hours and hours, and I wouldn't wear it to work or anything, but for just like a light coverage kind of day, I guess this isn't horrible. I might actually just hold on to this. Like, it's not terrible. But this is my completed, you know, dollar store sleigh. Hello. Hello. I need to stop. I just have to stop. But I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I upload when I have the opportunity to, which isn't all the time, due to, you know, work and kid and everything else. But yeah, so there's our dollar store makeup challenge. And I hope you all have a really good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.